One of the easiest ways to establish a functional learning and working environment is to look at Banning's theory of campus ecology. Campus ecology deals with the study of campus environments in higher education spaces. Assessing these environments can actually help students feel included on campus, which could help with student achievement and retention. Another way to look at it is to bring in Lewin's formula. So a particular behavior equals the person in their environment. For example, if a person feels marginalized in one of their campus residence halls, they might feel like they do not matter, and their behavior could reflect this, i.e., they might move away. There are many ways to measure environment via campus ecology, but one of the ways to do so is to use the visual ethical climate assessment to measure whether a space on campus is sending an inclusive and welcoming message. One can examine the physical artifact, so for example, a residence hall, the ethical issue, there are no stairs in the hall, thus not everyone can get past the first floor, and the evaluative dimension or the impact. The impact in this case could be negative. Another way to judge the campus climate would be to measure the features and issues of the climate with the campus's community values and goals. Some goals suggested in Banning's text include a purposeful community, an open community, a just community, developmental progress for all, etc., etc. These goals can be usually found within both the institution's mission statement and the values portrayed in the Student Affairs Department. The way of measuring the campus climate is effective when using the environment, when the environment does match the goals of the campus. However, it can be detrimental if the community values don't reflect the goals of everyone per se. For example, a just community might mean different things to different people, and it might look or vary from population to population or even from individual to individual. Even though a school can't have the values and community goals of everyone, this might be a problem when a school might believe they're fulfilling their correct mission statement, for example, in different areas of their campus ecology, but are marginalizing a group of people. So knowing this, it suggested in Banning's text to combine an ethical methodology with the campus goals methodology, just so you can get a mix of both and have true community ethical judgment and the higher institution's community values to kind of judge if a campus climate is helpful or harmful to students. Um, Okay, so regardless of what methodology a student affairs professional chooses to use when looking at campus ecology, there are a few things officials can look for in general when judging whether their campus is inclusive for all students or not. The first thing to look at is comfortability of the space. This goes beyond looking at whether the furniture is comfortable or not, although one can actually look at the coziness of a chair and determine if it makes a space welcoming or not for students. This line of thinking goes into many function versus aesthetic debates when looking at building a new center, for example. However, comfortability can also include access of a particular building or office. Can a student feasibly get into the Career Center, and what does it mean if they can't? Comfortability is also key when assessing the best learning space for students. For different students, for example, would a veteran learner feel comfortable in a cavernous open biology classroom, or would they feel better in a more structured space? It is also important to look at the type of services offered, because lack of a service can very well make for a non-inclusive environment. A student center with all the amenities besides, say, an LGBTQ office, for example, may not uh, feel welcome for queer students when they walk into the center, and they might feel alienated. Occasionally, the type of service that is there could make a student feel marginalized as well. A great example of this being a company hosted around campus that is nationally known for being constantly racist towards a particular community. A final piece that we touched on a little bit that student affairs professionals can look on is the location of services. If an office is not accessible to students, whether by lack of actual physical accessibility or if the office is hidden, there's a possibility that students might not be able to get to that office, and that might marginalize or make a student not feel included in the campus community as a whole. So those are three important things that student affairs professionals can look at. This is the end of my video. Sorry I'm not here in person, and sorry that the video the quality is a little bit shoddy, but I'll see you all later. Bye. Oh, I still had a lot of time. It's really awkward. Okay, back to you, Whitley.